Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. These past few games for AFC Wimbledon have been absolutely captivating. And I'm so sorry that I wasn't around. I was on vacation. I should have made an update video. I should have let you guys know on YouTube, hey, I'm going to be going on vacation. But basically, I went to San Francisco, Atlanta, and Miami. I will be posting a vlog about that. I know I don't post too many vlogs every here and again, but I will be posting a vlog on all three of those cities that I went to. But oh boy, where do I start? Where do I start with this? I'm going to start with the fact that AFC Wimbledon are in an absolute tear right now. It's only a 2-game stretch, so it's still very. My dog wants to come in. It's kind of a small sample size, a 2-game winning streak for them, but these 2 games that they have won, they looked absolutely impressive. In previous streams, I've constantly talked about chance creation, and they're there. It's just the finishing of chances. It's just lacking. And finally, we're seeing some clinicality with our players, if that's even a word. And if we're talking about quote-unquote clinicality, I mean, Ayubasal has to be there. He didn't have too much playing time. He scored that goal against Blackpool, I think it was. It was his debut in the top flight. It was his debut in professional football. And his first touch was a goal, but other than that, didn't get too much playing time. But he really showed out against Accrington Stanley. 2 goals, especially his second one, I think the 5th one of the game. Very clinical finish. It was 1v1 with the keeper. Nice, solid finish. And he was also pretty active off the ball in both the Accrington and the Ipswich games. He looked very solid. He looked very spry, if you will. And Ollie Palmer, too, his first double against Accrington Stanley since January 2020 when he was in Crawley Town. So it's nice to see him not only back on the score sheet, but scoring multiple goals. And I feel like this is going to be the beginning of something new. It's going to be the beginning of an era for Ollie Palmer. It's going to be a new Ollie Palmer. And I also like that he was, pretty emotional after the game. He attributed his solid performance to a certain family that he's been following that gave him motivation. He didn't really specify too much on the post-game interview about why, what they were going through, but it was nice to see that he's taking some inspiration and some motivation from that. And I'm trying to think of who else is notable here. I mean, Jack Rodoni's been playing pretty well. The back line has been solid for AFC Wimbledon. Obviously, in the beginning of the season, that's something that they struggled with, is they would concede goals when they were ahead. And I also got a piece of information from the commentary on one of the games that they dropped 23 points after starting off in winning positions. And that's something that's really plagued Wimbledon throughout the season. Not really as much towards the middle of the season. The middle of the season, it really became an issue with finishing their chances. But now they're finally putting things together. They got both of those really, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but major holes in their game. I think they have fixed that, and they're going to go forward in these last 6 games. Last 6 games, I feel like they're going to continue the momentum. They already have put the pieces together, and it's all about consistency now. Can you consistently finish those chances now that you are on a bit of a tear, and can you consistently defend well? And I feel like the defending is going to be okay. Will Nightingale looks like a rock in the back. I gave him some flack earlier in the season, as well as in the season prior, for not really being consistent enough defensively, but he has been a rock in the back. And Ben Hennigan filling in for Darnell Johnson, who got injured 5 or 6 games ago, has also been solid. He did get that double yellow card against Accrington Stanley, but Paul Kalambayi filled in for him, also played pretty well, and I feel like our defensive woes are now over. It's all about the chance finishing. We looked very good in these last 2 games. Can we continue to finish these chances? Can we continue to be clinical? I think they will. I think the likes of Joe Pigott, Ryan Longman, and Ollie Palmer, who's now had a bit of a resurgence. He looks like a new man now. He looks fresh. He's found the fountain of youth. I think, if Ryan Longman has an off game, or maybe even Joe Pigott, we're going to depend on Ollie Palmer to step up big for us. And, he could even start, too. He could start alongside Joe Pigott and have Ryan Longman play as a winger or come in as a substitute. I think we're looking good. I think we're gonna reach the finish line here. We're not gonna hobble to the finish line. We're gonna run past it with all our might, And the teams behind us, Northampton, Wigan, I feel like they're the ones that are going to be hobbling past the finish line. So let's get after it. Come on, you Dons.